Hello, guys, and welcome back. It has been a while. Oh, whoops. Helios has had some technical difficulties, but those are almost fixed now, and it's good enough that I'm gonna make a video anyway, goddammit, because 3 isn't enough. I figured that I would go caving today, and there are some things that I just kind of gonna wanna chat around about. Now, if you don't want to hear long-winded rants about things that might not pertain to you, then this place isn't the place for you today, because that's what I'm going to do. But I've got myself all ready. I have some pickaxes, fortune pick, and some caves that need exploring and lighting up. And I'm going to go to town. They are back here. That's why I'm running this way. So, so I am in an interesting position in my life. I'm 19. I've graduated high school. Uh, I'm still living with my parents for the time being. Don't have a real job. Don't have any college plans. What I do have is that I'm joining the army, or in the process of. It's been a while. I've got my medical done, and I'm pretty sure I passed most of that. Like, jury's out on the eye thing right now. But that'll that'll hopefully get taken care of. I mean, they haven't said anything negative, so I think that's pretty much set for me. And ASVAB's coming up eventually. It's on its way. I mean, I guess I could have walked to get it faster than it's getting here, but once I take that, I'll know what kind of jobs I can have, and then I'll sign the paper. And once I sign the paper, then I've signed my soul away. But until then, I don't have much to do with the things in general. And through high school, through most of my life, I've been a fairly lazy person. And I think a lot of you might be able to sympathize with that, at least the ones I've talked to. I don't like to do things if I can't see a general benefit for me, and even then I kind of half-ass them, and that's no good, because when you half-ass things, you don't get any good feelings from doing them. And if you don't get any good feelings from doing something, then it's not really worth doing, at least in my opinion. So I've spent a lot of my time waiting for these army guys and sitting around. Made some attempts to get another job, but I've been shot down thus far, just like I was when I wasn't joining the army, when I was looking for a job after my 2 years at Market Basket, which sucked. um, oh, fell. Where was I? Something about jobs. Yeah, I just really haven't been doing much with my time. Ooh, magic water. Magic. And because I haven't been doing much with my time, I haven't really gotten a feeling of fulfillment out of my life. And it's been upsetting. I mean, I don't have too many friends to go see. I don't have a girlfriend at the moment. I did, but that's another story for another time. The whole thing's just kind of empty, and to be fair, it makes me pretty depressed, and other people see that. My family sees that. My friends, the few that I still have, um, they see that. And it's just not good going through life being upset. Sorry about the jingle jangle, but that's this MC, what's it called? MCMMO mod plugin. Gaining levels, making me better at mining. Yeah. Alright, back on topic. So, I'm not gonna name any names, because I'll talk about my personal life, but I'm not gonna be too in depth about it, because other people obviously sometimes don't want to be talked about, and there are things that I should keep to myself. But when someone really notices that you're in a bad place and they ride your ass about getting it better and not being so down all the time, and they really get on your ass, like yelling and screaming and why aren't you doing this and all that stuff, like you want to be upset about that. Am I running out of cave? No. You want to be upset about that because when you're like me, you're an adult. You feel like you should be given a certain measure of respect, and when you're not given that respect, then it's upsetting. It's upsetting, and you want to take it out on something. At the same time, you can't really be upset with them because they're just trying to help, and they're right. They're totally right. You shouldn't be in the rut you're in. And you should be doing things. And you should be helping out when you can. Like, you don't have a job? Okay, then help out around the house. You're being provided for while you're waiting for this army thing. And, I mean, that's wonderful. That's fantastic that someone cares enough for me to do that. But, you know, it still kind of shakes me up being yelled at this point in my life. But I need it. I do need it. And I'm doing better. Like, all today I've been doing stuff, and I worked outside a bit and sliced up my arms on damn pricker bushes. Oh, thank God there's another cave. Yeah. um, so yeah, I'm doing better about it, but I've really got a lot to take care of and a lot on my plate, and I'm new to this life. I'm new to being graduated and having to spend all this time doing things and not being made to do things, like go to school or wake up every morning at the same time, or like just live life. Like it's something big, and I'm not used to it. Um, but I have to get used to it and fast because, like or not, like I've become part of this adult world, and I need to act like one and take care of my business and help. I need to be grateful and courteous and thankful for the gifts that I've been given, like my trip to Europe. Am I running out of cave again? God damn it, this keeps happening. Yeah, my trip to Europe, and uh, the food on my table each day, and Jesus, just having a place to sleep, because so many people aren't that lucky. So many people don't have a. Is this broken? Yep, this is totally broken. All right, well that's another thing you have to fix. Yeah, Akira's getting around to fixing all this. I mean, it's important not to ride his butt about it, but I hear water. Is there more cave? Yeah, it's important not to ride his butt about it. That is an adult. That is a busy man doing what he does, whatever that may be. I presume to think it's undercover government work or something. It makes him seem cooler, and he's brilliant, so it would make sense. Climbing up the water spout. I don't know where I'm gonna come up. Oh. Okay. This is a place that I've already been. Yep, no use going down here. There's so much to talk about, but I never really think about it when it's time to talk about it, especially when someone's sitting across from me or I'm actually trying to get a point across. And what level am I at? 48. Man, there's plenty. Okay, I'm just gonna dig in a staircase and see if I can find anything. Yeah, there's not. I mentioned my trip to Europe earlier. Oh, that was fun as hell. I went to see, this is another one of those times I can't find my freaking words. I went to England first, and I stayed with relatives who had flown me over. It was a great graduation gift. It was last summer, actually. Uh, while I was in England, I got to travel around. I got to go to London. I got to go to Southend, and there were some great clubs in Southend. And obviously, the drinking age is 19, so a lot of young kids like me just out and partying, doing crazy things. There's one club I kept going back to. It's called Mayhem, and like halfway through the night, they played my kind of music, like screaming metal and awesomeness, and people would just throw down and mosh in the middle of the dance floor. And of course, we were all drunk, and we were going crazy and smashing each other and smashing ourselves off the hard floor. I really messed up my knee there. Stayed messed up for a while after. I thought I was gonna have to go to a doctor, but I didn't, thankfully. Um, yeah, but there was really fun. I got to see abandoned castles and stuff, and walk where people have walked for thousands or millions of years. It just it didn't seem that different there. It wasn't like Alien. There was a lot of American things too, and that stayed prevalent through all of Europe that I went to see. Of course, there are a lot of American things too, like same sodas and a lot of the same products and all that fun stuff. But also, it was different in that the cultures were a bit different. The bacon was different. In England, they had a joint that was near. Oh, strange kids here. They had a joint that was near the place where I was staying. Oh, I'm at Bedrock. I guess I'll keep digging. Yeah, they had a joint at the place near I was staying. I'm gonna say that like 20 billion times. Damn it. Nope. And they served great bacon sandwiches there, like absolutely phenomenal. And I'd go there for breakfast like all day, every day. Have some delicious food. Uh, and after England, of course, I went to Paris in France because everyone knows that, but I felt I need to clarify. And Paris was cool, but it it was just dirty and full of homeless people. And not that I have any problem with homeless people, but they were trying to scam me at every opportunity. Like, they were elaborate. They'd surround me and demand money, or they'd come up to me with like little things to sign, like petitions to save the deaf children or whatever. And it was all, of course, bullcrap. They didn't save any deaf children. They wanted to take your money. Uh, and like, there was this one girl, even, I was sitting on a bench, and she came up to me. Out of torches. No, that's wrong. Very wrong. She came up to me and handed me a piece of paper, and the piece of paper said, "Help me. I and my family are uh, between payments on our mortgage, and I am mute, and my little brother is deaf, and we need donations to keep going." And I looked at her, and she was the same girl that I saw like 12 hours earlier, right at the base of the Eiffel Tower, which is huge, by the way. That's the biggest freaking tower. Look, it's way bigger than it is in postcards and stuff. Now, the same girl I had seen there yelling and harassing people and handing out like flyers, and then when she asked for donations, people would take some money out of their pocket or their wallet or stuff, and she'd like snatch at it. That's how they got me. Like, the first time I was approached by these people. I believed them. I was like, oh, they're in a major city, signing off these things, and I gave her my signature because that's all they asked for, and then they asked if I had any donations, and of course they spoke French, but I caught the gist, and they pointed at donations on the page after I had spoken English. So I pulled out what I had in my pocket, which was a $20 bill and a $5 bill, and I was gonna give him the euros, of course. I was gonna give him the €5 bill, and she snatched both of them out of my hands, and like I reached for it back, and she wasn't giving it to me, and I was like, okay, like this isn't something to make a fight about, so I'm just gonna let him have this, and I'm gonna be smarter next time. And I think that was a wise decision. Like it's no use making a public scene, and nobody would have helped me anyways. I was just a dumb tourist. But ever since then, like I was just been smarter about avoiding these people because I know they're just trying to scam you, and that's how they make their living, and it's just not a way of life that I can understand. All right, I'm gonna find another cave, and I will talk to you guys more about Paris in a moment. And welcome back, guys. I found a cave. I came from here and back to Paris. What have I gone over? Oh, hopefully I don't run out of cave here because that would be unfortunate. Well, I hear lava down here, so if the other way fails, I'll just dig down there. Yeah, there's them, and I don't speak much French. I can say I don't speak French. I can say je suis un pomme de terre, which means I am a potato, but that didn't really help me day to day. I don't know, it might have. Scare people away, make them think I was crazy. It's good, this way's working out. Well, something invisible there. The Eiffel Tower was great, of course, and I went into the Louvre, which was where they had like the Mona Lisa and things, and I saw that, and that wasn't really that impressive. I mean, I saw a lot of works of art there, and I'm not an artsy-fartsy kind of guy. Never had too much interest in looking at things that aren't specifically about a subject that I'm interested in. So, damn it. So, I've seen pictures of like the Mona Lisa a billion times. Seeing it in person didn't really make a difference. Like, hell, there's even an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog that she's in, and it's one of my earliest memories, watching that, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and having her flirt with, who was it? It was the thinking man. The man, like the statue with the guy that was completely nude and sitting on the thing, all muscular and stuff. That's why she was into him. But aside from that, I saw Notre Dame. Ooh, Notre Dame. That was something that was worth seeing. That is like the scariest building ever. I have footage of Notre Dame and the Eiffel Tower and all that stuff. I might throw it online and post it. I never got around to doing that. So maybe expect to see that from me. Vids of my trip. But I only needed a couple days to see all that. And a lot of the time spent there, I was just wandering around aimlessly. Like miles and miles and miles of walking. I must have covered that city like back and forth a few times a day, and it is a big city. And so if you're gonna go to Paris, I don't suggest you go there more than just a few days. And I especially suggest like you bring a friend. You bring someone you can hang out with, because not having anyone to hang out with, it just sucked. It is very hard. Like someone like me, I've already been over that I'm pretty lazy. Like just getting myself out of my bed at the hostel and just going off was super difficult, because I knew that no one was going to be there to share the experience with me, and that just kind of started off for me because I'd like someone to share that kind of thing with. And in the future, when I'm traveling, I'm always going to be traveling with a companion. Die. There another one? Where are you, you bastard? Oh. Yeah, I'm always going to be traveling with a companion, or at least I'm going to always try to be traveling with a companion. Because traveling alone just sucked. Is that gold up there? Yep. There were a few people I met that I briefly hung around with, but they were there more near the end of my stay, and like at one point it was me, two English guys, uh, four Irish guys, and the English guys were also from New Zealand. Like they were English, but then they had moved to New Zealand, and then somehow they were in Paris. How do I forget the name of the place I'm talking about? So it sounds like the start of a joke, like an American, two English New Zealanders. Yeah, damn it! Why does that keep happening? I thought they'd fix that. Damn it! Yeah, and an American, two New Zealanders. I give up. That gold can stay there. Four Irish guys all go out in Paris in search of a pub. But after Paris, I went to Amsterdam, and Amsterdam was amazing. I had so much fun, and it wasn't just because zombie invasion. It wasn't just because like you could smoke weed legally there, and they were selling shrooms and stuff. I didn't buy any, but they were selling them. It was more like the entire atmosphere of the city was just fantastic. Like you went there and you knew that was a place where people went to have fun. And I feel like if I went to diamonds. Oh, damn it, mobs to go with my diamonds. What could go wrong? Die, creepers. Bye, creepers. Buddy killed you. What? Oh. Die, fool. Oh god, baby zombie. I feel like if I went to Las Vegas, it would feel like that. Just a place people go to have oodles of fun. And just nonstop. It never slept. Prostitution is legal. And where am I looking up? God. Oh god. God. What happened there even? I don't understand. It's a good thing I'm wearing the armor I am, because then I would be screwed. Prostitution is legal there, and I did not partake. I do not wish to pay for something that I could get for free, and also I feel like I don't have a problem with people selling their bodies. It's their bodies, and they are permitted to do whatever they wanted with it. But it's just not appealing to me sleeping with a prostitute, because I know she's not into it, and it is very important that the girl be into it, in my opinion, or else it's not really worth doing. But I ate some space cakes, and what space cakes are is basically weed cakes. They're cooked in like super amounts of THC, and they recommend that you only eat one, and one will get you where you need to go. And I, of course, ate 3 my first day, and it was an amazing night. Once those kicked in, like I was having so much fun just walking, and I made it a game to get hailed by as many prostitutes as I possibly could, like, and by the ladies dancing in the windows and stuff. It was just fantastic. And there were these two Irish guys. I forget their name. I'll remember one of them in a second, I think. The big one was always calling for him. Don't know who it was. Just the way they talked, it reminded me of Sam from Lord of the Rings. Just like the general way they were speaking, and it was just amazing. Like, we got together, and one of them was this super lightweight, so he couldn't handle any of the weed he was smoking, and the other one, like, he was huge, so he always wanted to keep smoking. Die, bitch. He always wanted to keep smoking, and I volunteered as smoke buddy, so I got smoked up so many times by these guys, and it was just a wonderful time. And the whole trip was just fantastic. I mean, I had some money that I'd saved up. I got some money as a graduation present, and I had the tickets bought for me by, of course, my lovely relatives in England, who I will always be extremely grateful for. And it was just great. It was great, and it'll be great stories to tell for the rest of my life. And with that, I think that I have recorded quite enough. So I'm going to clean up this little area, and I will see you guys in the next episode, where hopefully Shadow will be available and we'll be able to continue on our talks that we were having about the future of Elemental Njako and all that fun stuff. So until next time, guys, thanks for bearing with me and listening to the things that I've been talking about, because I am going through a little bit of a difficult patch in my life, and it's nice, even if I am kind of talking to myself, to have like thin air and an audience on YouTube to confide in. But all right, again, until next time, peace off.